All right, folks. So we have ourselves a new anime for the summer 2025 season. This one is called "There's No Freaking Way I'll Be Your Lover Unless." And we did see the yeah, unless we did see the trailer for this few weeks ago, and it is a girls love anime. It's a harem apparently as well, so that you already know is rare. Will it be on the level of I'm in love with the villainess? That remains to be seen. So I guess it's time to press that play button and see what we're getting ourselves into.
I'm excited because I'm gay, so I'm excited.
This is the Kayla for anime. I said this is the anime for Kayla. I bet this is the Kayla for anime. Hold on. Bring that back. It is
the Kayla for anime.
Yep. All right, animation.
Oh no. Oh no. She's like FOMOing, crashing out.
Yeah, overload. Oh man.
Oh no.
She has lost it.
That's okay.
Up till now. Okay. Famous fashion designer. Okay, the model superstar.
Oh.
Oh man. Damn, ugly duck amongst swans. I hit by livid. Jesus.
She's stressing me out.
Yeah, this is Bochi levels of anxiety.
I feel for her. I really do. That it's a lot. It's a lot being a teenager.
But now shit's about to hit the fan.
Oh, I don't wait. No.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Bro. This is the Sakamoto status right here. Oh god. No shot that she okay. Why is she aura farming? The legs crossed and everything. Yeah, you almost enjoy the breeze in heaven, you know? Oh no.
Oh.
My magic points.
Same.
Social energy, social battery.
Yep.
Damn. Basketball at the Olympics. Okay.
She feels the need to fill the silence when. Oh, she's sprung. She's sprung. She's so sprung.
Yeah.
A lot of popular person feelings.
Imposter syndrome going on here. You know, it's funny. I'm writing a romance series called My Extraordinary Girlfriend. It's gonna go all the way from girlfriend to fiance to wife. It's kind of funny because you're gonna have this one extraordinary character like Mai.
Oh.
It's over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. I mean the friend thing. It's about to be more than that.
Oh. Same.
The next day. The next day. Yo, not the next day. Uh-oh. Oh, damn. You're just confused. You like me romantically. Yo. She's not. Oh. Yeah. Explain the
Right.
Don issue. Damn, bro. A battle. It's the Kaguya feels. Yeah. Bro, this is invoking Kaguya. The winner, this is like Kaguya. All right. Yeah.
But you doing stuff like this is only gonna make her fall for you.
Yep. Tied up for friends, wore down for girlfriend days. Oh, this is Yo. Yo, she is.
The audacity.
You're like a golden retriever. Oh man. Oh man. Make sure to scold me all.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Shit.
Oh. Why am I even friends with you? Yo, said the outcast. You're like, yo, chill. Yo, she on to you. Oh man. Yeah, the head pats. She was like, yo, where's Aston Kutcher? The fake am I getting punked on here? Like, yo, at the top of the hotel, bro. What is she wearing? Wait. Oh, in the pool. There, that's yeah. Yo. Yo, you gotta give me an ulcer.
Distraction.
Yeah. It is so over. It is so over.
Oh no. I mean, yay, but wait.
Oh.
Oh my god.
This girl is in trouble. Yeah.
Let me just say.
Yep.
This was delightful, but I do have to critique it in the same way I critiqued it, Villainous. It's only fair.
Mm-hmm.
That it is quite difficult to watch someone be so pushy with someone else when they tell them no.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, when we watched the trailer, there was a bit more to what Renako is feeling about herself and her self-esteem. So we'll learn more about that as the series goes on. in this case, it really is just like Renako is doing her best to navigate being a teenager in a new place and what it means in a society to like how we look down on loners,
Mhm.
that we should be experiencing life more, the FOMO of it, and the social anxiety. And that depending on who you surround yourself with and how people interact with you, a lot of people don't understand that being an introvert is okay. Because it's not like she's not interacting, but she needs to interact, as she explained, she needs to interact at her own speed.
Yeah.
And I like that they're, exhibiting that, they're talking about that and they're shining a light on that, right? But it is very much just like, my chill the fuck out, right? But the thing about this that I'm, at least by the first episode, that I'm feeling is different from Villainous is at least it's not to the point where it's like, as of right now, who knows what's gonna happen down the line.
Yeah.
At least she's making it a compromise, right? There is no, I know we're meant, I mean, it is, I know we're meant to be together, but if you truly do not feel comfortable with what I'm doing,
Mhm.
by the end of this, we'll stop, we'll just be friends, right? There is a time limit on how much I want to pursue this. And
Mhm.
I like that we're breaking it down in that context, right? Because it's like, it's also understanding that Maya is also a teenager, right? And
Mhm.
it's like, how much time do you want to spend on someone who isn't gonna fall for you romantically in that way?
Yeah.
Who doesn't like you in that way? And it's also a part of courting someone, right? Like,
Yeah.
you have to show them that, hey, I am worth the time. I am worth the label of your girlfriend. So this is what I'm going to show you that I'm worthy of that title for you.
Mhm.
Um with Ray and the other girl, Ray was full on all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Like, she made that girl uncomfortable all the fucking time. Never took no for an answer. There was no limit, and everything that, like, it's also like very interesting too, right? Because when you think of something like I'm in love with a villainess,
Yeah.
it's like Ray also had the added knowledge of knowing what the story
It was
is
gonna
and
be
knew
and
how to
change it.
manipulate the story to her advantage. So
Yeah.
there's also that aspect of it where it's like she has the foresight, she can manipulate it into this way. Obviously, after a while, when if you guys have watched it, which I think I think if you're watching this, you've watched that. You know that the game itself starts changing because of the uh coding error that is Ray
Mhm.
and her knowledge and how much she's changed. But at the start, she's manipulating the situations and in a way that makes this other girl uh either in her line of sights or they have
Mhm.
to interact or this and that, right?
Yeah.
She's super aggressive in a very uncomfortable fashion. Maya's super aggressive in a way that's like, all right, bet. If this is what you want to do, you don't want me to kiss you, you don't want me to touch you,
Yeah.
but because I'm courting you, I need to show you that I am affectionate in this way and that I'm worth your time in this way, but I'm not going to step over any boundaries. Ray was all over, like, she would
Yeah.
hop, skip,
Oh,
jump,
over Claire.
Olympic jump over Claire's boundaries, and it was fucking annoying. And like I said, when we watched that, I was like, I hate it if a male character was doing this. So I have to hate it when a female character is doing this. With in this instance, like I said, you're trying to court someone, you want to show them that you know you're worth the label of girlfriend, right? You are worth this relationship, and you know but at least with like I said, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna take you on a date, or I'm gonna sort of move things around so that we could spend time together. But you don't want me to kiss you? I won't kiss you. You want to be my friend? All right. By the end of this, if that's what you want, then I'm happy to be your friend. Right. And I really like that. I also like that Reniko stands up for herself. That she's not that Claire didn't. Claire was always standing up for
Mhm.
herself. Ray just didn't care. But Renico at every turn is like, look, I'm looking for friends. I'm not
Yeah.
looking to date. And I think it's really crazy that you fell in love with me so quickly. Though I get it,
Yeah.
right? When you spend enough time around someone and you're able to break that one wall where you could be open with them, feelings you can't control those feelings sometimes. It just happens. So I get why Mai became so sprung all of a sudden, right? It's
After
also like
24 hours though.
but look, sometimes
Yeah.
sometimes that happens. Sometimes that really happens. You see someone, you say something, you see how they act, and they open up to you, and you open up to them, and it's just like, oh shit, I also think like as Reniko calls it out, it's like she's not used to being told no.
Mhm.
She's used to getting things her way. And Mai admits it. Mai admits it at every turn. She's like,
Mhm.
yeah, you're right. No one's ever told me no. No one's ever rejected me. Um, like she admits that what she her faults as a
Mhm.
like I don't yeah I guess they're faults. She admits her faults as a person while also like she acknowledges it, but then is like, you know, yeah, you're right, but also I'm not gonna stop liking you just because you
Mhm.
rejected me. Like it's just, you know, it is what it is. Like
Yeah.
I'm feeling what I'm feeling, and that I can't stop the train right now. Um, and I like that, you know, at least for Reniko, it's very much just like I completely understand her. It's like I need friends first before I could jump into a relationship. I need to figure out this friendship stuff, even though sure relationships seem nice,
Yeah.
but I need to work out how to just be around people, how to cultivate those types of bonds and connections. And I really like that. I like that we're shining a light on that too, that because a lot of these romance animes, right? It is like, "You like me? Okay. I think I like you too." Not like you said, like with Don, like what we always critique about Don. It's okay to have a crush on someone, but you
Yeah.
guys should build a friendship first, and that's what Reniko wants to do. She wants to build a friendship first. And I get that too. I love that. I think both their feelings for me personally are extremely relatable. I know what it's like to fall for someone like that, but I
Mhm.
also know what it's like to have people, you know, kind of approach me and I'm just like, I'm just looking for friends. I just, you
Yeah.
know, I just want to try that, you know. And a lot of people call it friend zoning. There is no friend zoning. If Reniko at some point really doesn't have feelings for her, Mai will acknowledge it and move on. Yeah, I think like it's super and I also just like how they interact with each other. It really was every once in a while, like it's so weird because obviously these are teenagers. But from like a queer perspective, as a person who presents as female most times, it is quite like in my old age, just to be able to see this kind of structure and conversation and talk amongst two female characters is very like it was making my heart race and it was making butterflies in my stomach because like, you know, I haven't s- I've seen barely any of this, especially at my age. It's you don't get two women who may or may not like each other like here's a proposal. I think we should date, but also like I think we should be friends and I just want to try that. But then also they're connecting. There's a lot of connection happening with the two of them and understanding. And I really enjoy that. And then there's the aspect of, you know, the other friends in the group that she's
Mhm.
trying to also make connections with. And obviously, as we see from the opening and the trailer too,
Yeah.
they're all gonna fall for her. And it's very like I see it as like when I look at a character like Renako and someone with her personality traits, I completely understand how easy it is for people to fall for someone like that. Someone who is like she does after she's comfortable, she's able to speak her mind, right? And
Mhm.
she's, you know, very cute and very sweet. And it's like you want them to feel comfortable and then getting to know them better, you kind of just start falling for them. So like I her as the like love interest, it to me is completely believable. She doesn't seem stuck on stupid. She doesn't seem lost in the sauce. Like she's like, I have my own mission here. I'm not gonna let your feelings deter me from that mission. But I'm also like, if this is what fate has for us, then.
Yes.
But yeah, I love her determination that she just wants to be friends with her. She's not completely turning down all of uh, Maya's advances because she's also still working out how she feels about all of it, right? She's not like she's saying like back off, but also I kind of like it, right? She admires this young woman. She admires her for what she is. And
Mhm.
it's a new form of attention that she's never gotten before. So she's also allowing herself, or the story is allowing her to explore those feelings and what they mean to her. I think when we watched the trailer, it went a little deeper in the aspect of like I think for Reneko, it's like, well, how can I love someone if I don't even love myself? So I also enjoy that aspect of this. There's something is I think there's something that we're watching that has that for a character as well. Like they can't really commit to someone else because they don't know how to commit to, oh, it's the one that you're watching
Yeah.
with the
It's
vampires.
called
And
the night.
yeah, where he's like, they're telling him that, hey, you have to be romantically in love with a vampire in order
Yeah.
for the vampire to or the main vampire. And he's just like, he's a kid who hasn't ever been shown love,
Yeah.
who doesn't have the self-confidence, who doesn't have love for himself. And it's just like, well, how do I know what love means? And now I have a timetable of figuring it out. And
Yeah.
that's similar to this. Like I have this timetable to figure out, how do I work out who I am as a person? How do I work out who I am in this group of friends? How do I work on that when someone is pursuing me romantically?
Yeah.
But knowing at the end of the day that if it doesn't work out romantically, at least there's still the option of friendship. Like Mai's just not completely taking that away from her, right?
Yeah.
And I like that she stood up for herself and said that, and she's very true about it, right? Like if we just start dating right now, and we break up, that breaks up the friendship circle. That's also bad. We can't do that. Then
Yeah.
I lose all my friends and I'm the new guy. We can't just start dating, something
Yeah.
awkward or crazy happens, and then now everyone's fighting or needing sides, and I just started making friends with you guys. I can't lose that.
Yeah.
So I like that she's very assertive in that. I also understand too, like my like, you know, I mean, I personally have never been a person who's gotten everything that I wanted. I've never had non-rejections. I've had plenty of rejections. So, but I get the idea of like, oh, well, this is new. You're causing new feelings in me. You're causing me to experience new situations and coming to a head with what's happened in my life. I like that. I like that you're challenging me in that way. So it
Hmm.
makes Randall more attractive to her, and it's hard to stop liking someone when they just do things that you find more and more attractive about them. But
Hmm.
yeah, I look, my only extreme negative about this thing, except for like, my being quite aggressive, is that it is in high school. So it's just like it's very hard when they linger on Mai's body in the bathing suit. I'm just like, oh, if they were in college, this would just be so much better for me. But I'm along for the ride for this. To me, this is the type of anime that I've always talked about that I wanted. I've
Yeah.
got to give it a chance. It'd be wrong of me not to ask for something and to not engage with it. Truly, this is
Yeah.
what I've been asking for forever.
Yeah, like
And
a Yuri harem anime. Like you're like, where's the Yuri
and
harem
yeah, and
anime?
it's just and it
Yeah.
all the girls follow the tropes of friendship groups in animes and shows. You have your, like she said, the little kid sister one, your
Hmm.
cute kind of ditzy sweet one. You have your cold intellectual kind of goth
Hmm.
girl, or not maybe goth girl, but she does look goth
Ice
because she has dark
Princess.
hair and wears a
Yeah.
darker color palette. Then you have your self-assured model, and then your normal girl, your
Yeah.
your girl who your POV character. Um, and they're not doing it in a way that's just like, so far it's only one episode. Who knows how the direction of what these characters are going to go through, but they're not doing it in a way where it feels like false and fake and like, like too tropey
Hmm.
yet. It's just, we need to lay out these characters because this is episode 1 and you need to know what you're getting into. It'd be the same thing as if Reniko was a guy. No, if Mai was a guy and these were just Reniko's friends, and they all end up falling for Meyer for some reason.
Hmm.
Yeah, like I give this right now, first episode, 8.5 out of 10, because I really liked it. I
Hmm.
really like it. Just made me, guys, it just really truly made me so happy watching.
Yeah.
Like I can't even believe what I'm watching in the year of our Lord 2025 at my ripe old age of old, that this is everything that I wanted and it's happening right now. And I wish I had this in high school. And I wish I had this in my 20s. Like, but I have it now,
Hmm.
so that's something.
Yeah.
And yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know I went on and on, but like I'm sorry.
This
It
is
just
no. This is the series for you, literally. Like when I was just like, I wasn't sure when. I mean, there's another Yuri series coming out next season. That one's the more bloodier one, the one that was breaking the internet. So when I was like looking through the list of stuff, I was like, oh wait, this one it says girls love. I wasn't expecting one for this season because it's very rare. It's very rare. Both boys love and girls love, but especially girls love. And a girls love series of this type is very very rare. But yeah, I'll keep mine short. So essentially, this is a romance series, right? So I gotta go through my beats, right?
Yeah.
So we start off. It's high school. Fuck. Right.
Right.
That's
Really, that's where I'm at too. Just like
that's
fuck, this is
yeah.
high school.
Like
Oh
literally, it's
god.
high school, right? So it's a high school romance, and no matter if like who's the subject of the romance, I'm always just like,
Yeah, I
right. So
agree.
it's
Because
it's one
even
of
for
those
me,
things,
it is
right?
a
Yeah.
negative. Yep.
But then I'm just like, all right, it's romance, it's high school. What are you going to do that can offset my dislike of high school romance, like anime in general, right? So you have something that's along the lines of Kaguya, and I'm
Mhm.
just like, all right. After seeing this, right? Like I want you to watch just one episode of Kaguya, the first episode,
Okay.
so you can see exactly why I said, oh, this is similar to Kaguya, right? Because I do like the the setup that we have in a win or lose type of situation. Will our relationship thrive or fail? And the stakes are you become my girlfriend or we become friends, just like friends, right? Which is interesting because there is a third option, a hidden third option where shit just does not work out, period,
Mm.
that they don't acknowledge, which can possibly happen because we already know that jealousy can seep in, right? And I say I liken that to Kaguya because in Kaguya, it's a battle of who's going to confess first. Whereas the viewers, us, know that they like each other, but it's about a battle between who's going to confess first, and we're going to play all these different mind games and tricks and involve other people into these games. And there's a winner and loser, like multiple in the episodes, right? And like the narrators keeping score, type of thing, right? That's Kaguya, which you'll see. This one is gonna be like, all right, well, we have Mai, who is literally like a lot of other characters out there, like who like for instance, she's like Jinshi and some of these other characters that literally get everything that they want. They have the privilege, and they've been told no,
Mhm.
and now they've fallen in love with a character that says, "Oh my God, I've never been told no." It's a classic like
Mhm.
trope when it comes to like a dominating character or someone that's just of privilege, and they're just like, "Oh my God, you treat me different. You're not like these other plebs or
Yeah. Yeah.
followers." Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
there's another show that I'm watching on Apple TV called The
Mhm,
Buccaneers, and
mhm,
there's a guy. He's like a duke,
yeah,
and he meets your main girl like on a
mhm,
beach or whatever. But
yeah.
she's like doesn't know, like
He's
she
a
just
duke.
some guy
Yeah,
on a beach, right? And his whole thing for falling in love with her is that, oh yeah, she doesn't treat me by a title. She just treats me like a regular man, and I love that. I'm just like,
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Like you met her,
And
but
that's
like this,
yeah,
that he
that's
met her 24 hours ago and then fell in love with
yeah,
her. So,
yeah.
shit happens.
Yeah, so that's the that's the usual trope. I was wondering how long it was gonna take before her to fall in love, especially because you start off the episode with the flash forward and then you take it back. She did slip in that she's been around. This has been around for 2 months, but they've
Yeah.
really had this one conversation that really like opened things up and whatnot. Because right now she was just like an orbiter, like she was just like there, even though they were a clique of friends. You can see that she felt a little outside of the group, even though this is what she would consider her friends, but she hasn't really attached the friend title to them. They were just, I guess you could say, really good acquaintances that can mask friendship or the lack of friendship that she was feeling, right? So now we've escalated the relationship of acquaintance to, are you going to be my girlfriend or are you going to be my friend, right? And of course, like I said, if we're going to have the situation where we're going to throw people together into a relationship, right? Like similar to Donadon, then we gotta have to. It's like one of those things where either people grow to like each other, or damn, it's train wreck, splash them together, and then let them grow to be in the relationship. Because I like series like if I'm gonna watch a romance series where we either put two people immediately into a romantic relationship, right? where they start off, whether it's like a fake relationship or it's all right, we're immediately boyfriend and girlfriend, or the series starts off with their boyfriend and girlfriend, and then they diverge and stuff like that, or it's the slow burn to become boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend in a relationship, stuff like that, right? In this situation, it is all right. We go from acquaintances. All right, now we're immediately going to be either girlfriend or friend. Like that's there is no in between in I'm forgetting it. My perception, right? So there's only, like I said, there's only so many outcomes that this can take. But we now throw in more monkey wrenches where
Mm-hmm.
there's a girl who's very angelic that she was like, damn, if she would have confessed to me first, I would
Yep.
have been in actual trouble. So that's
Yep.
kind of interesting, right? And then you got the other two girls who is like one is the ice princess and then one is like the very like ditzy's little sister like one who seems like she's more obsessive over mine than anybody else is. So you throw these new monkey wrenches into it, and now you start to be like, all right, well now everyone's gonna start to fall in love with her, and so that throws in more of a monkey wrench because it's not a love triangle. No, we're gonna be getting like this very complicated pentagon of relationships where it's gonna strengthen her friendships, or that is the hope, but at the same time everyone is applying for her love,
Yeah.
and she's like, well, what's gonna happen if I just reject three of these girls in this relationship and choose one? Like who do I end up choosing? Because like at the end of this, because she's like, I just came to high school because I wanted to start a new life
Yeah.
and get friends, and now I possibly could have
Honestly,
like
you
four
say
girlfriends.
that,
Yeah.
it makes it it does take it a notch up from like a boy with a bunch of girls or a girl with a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of boys,
Mm-hmm.
in a sense that, like, it is a real fear for women, or and for girls, that, like, damn, I don't want to lose the friendship group that I have. Is this,
Mm-hmm.
if I, like you said, if I choose one, does that mean I lose all my friends?
Yeah.
Like, is that because she's starting out pretty much as friends with all of them, whereas usually in a harem, guys, guys always have that weird camaraderie, I guess,
Yeah.
and it's understandable if, like, and sometimes there's a break, but, like, usually when it's like one guy and a bunch of girls, a lot of times the girls aren't really
Yeah.
friends. They're
They're not
just girls
friends.
who are
Yeah.
all in a situation, in
Yeah.
like an area, and then one by one they fall in love with the guy, whereas this is just like you're in a circle, like.
Yeah. This
But then
is
that's
yeah.
also truly that
Mm-hmm.
is a queer that is a sapphic problem to have. That truly is
Mm-hmm.
a sapphic problem to have. You are one person, and then, oh
Yeah.
my god, so if I choose this person, I'm getting told by all my friends that they like me because,
Yeah.
women will women. um How's that gonna affect my friendship? Like, how do we, oh my god, now
Yeah.
I'm stressing out. Oh
Because like
my
it's
god.
very very different from like all the other types of situations, because like in same-sex relationships, when amongst the friend group, like
Mhm.
this is what it becomes now, and it's like, damn, you know if I choose mine, and after all these other girls confess to me and start to confess to me, damn, does that mean I'm going to lose the other three? Like I'm going to lose the
Mhm.
friendship which I'm fighting for. So
Mhm.
it's not only that she's gonna be fighting for friendship with mine, she stands to lose a lot more as this relationship gets more and more complicated, because
The
then it's going,
stakes.
yeah, the stakes are gonna rise, and then I can see a compromise, a new compromise to happen,
Mm.
where we go from, all right, my, you get these few days with me as your girlfriend, and your few days as a friend. Well, the other girls here also want days to be where you're my girlfriend,
She just dates
right?
all of them.
And then
I'm okay
so
with
so
that.
now so now she's gonna have days where she's gonna have to dedicate, to be girlfriend with the cold princess, girlfriend with the ditzy girl, girlfriend with the angelic girl, girlfriend with the dom, like in
Like,
my right,
truly,
and
like.
then also try to manage how friendship is working out as well. So it's
Mhm.
like there's four of them, but there's only 7 days in a week, right? How are you going to manage all of this while keeping your sanity, and keeping the power of this friend group growing, so
Mhm.
that you don't lose any friends? Because like I don't know how, like I said, like that's what makes it interesting for me as well. And that for me can alleviate the high school setting
Mm.
itself. So that like that can offset the high school setting. Because obviously, you know, the shots of her being like pretty much butt ass naked and whatnot, you know, that's gonna awaken all the gooners, both the guys and mainly the girls that watch the series too, right?
I
Because
mean,
this is
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah,
honestly, girls don't get to
yeah,
goon over other girls that much very publicly. This is
yeah,
one of those instances where I'm like, get them, girls,
yeah,
go do your thing. I support, I support.
yeah.
Truly, like when I talk about in all the other shows we watch, like I will have my critiques.
Hmm.
I think even if you're enjoying something, you should be able to critique it and know where it's not comfortable for you to engage with the media,
Yeah.
or where you see like a crack in the veneer. um but it really is, I'm looking at this, I'm like, this is truly like every straight girl or every straight guy has had a show, an anime, at least even live action, even Western media, where the girl is surrounded by a bunch of men and has to choose, or the guy is surrounded, like, I don't know, it doesn't really
Mhm.
happen too much in live action. Where, I mean, maybe the most
It's
recent one I
true.
could think of would be like, no, usually with guys it ends up being a love triangle in live action, not really like in anime. It's mostly like a harm kind of thing, like a bunch of girls
Hmm.
fall for one guy, and then whatever happens that I can think of right now. But like this truly is like, you know, I'm just so happy.
Hmm.
And but I can be happy about this thing and go, oh man, like, hey, they don't need to be in high school, or we don't need to be lingering shots on all of that. But also I think about the younger women who are, there and are seeing this and are in high school and are able to relate and see themselves. And I'm just like, I can knock it because I'm old, but I can't knock it because at least it's representation and someone younger than me is getting to experience this for the first time, and I'm so happy about that. It's very conflicting feelings, but I got to
Hmm.
be able to talk about it. So like I got to be open to talking about it. Yeah, I think like I'm just excited to see where this goes.
Yep.
Like I think I love the romance aspect of it. I love the harem aspect of it. I don't love, sorry. The romance aspect is fine. And like
Hmm.
I think the thing that I'm going to get from the most is Reneko's journey of self-discovery and how she can manage to be comfortable with herself around these people.
Hmm.
I don't feel like the show's going to end tragically in a way that if she chooses one, no one they don't want to be friends with her anymore.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be like, I hope it's written as like it's written in a bunch of other stories, that the other girls are just like, you know what, I just like being around you. I'm happy we're friends. It didn't work out. We weren't meant to be in that way, but I'm just happy to be here with you. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. This
No,
just
no.
really got me excited, and I'm very, very like, it's such uh as I said, like when we watch Apothecary Diaries, when we watch Don Da Don, we watch a bunch of other things. A lot of my, what people would deem as negative about the romantic aspects of the show, I confront it and I let you guys know. If it was two women or if it was a queer couple, would I feel differently? Yes, because you guys have 99 um examples of this type of love, whereas I have one.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna go just a little harder for this. I'm gonna accept it a little bit more. I'm gonna be a little bit more forgiving about what I'm engaging with. Because it's only
Yeah.
fair at this point. Like, I have to be.
Yeah.
But then if it's painfully chapping my ass like villainous, then I will tell you that it's chapping my ass and that I don't like it. So at least I'm very real about that. If
Yeah.
I'm honest about my feelings, whether it's something that I've wished for my whole life and I get it and I don't agree with it, or I get it and I love it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, with that said, folks, we'll be catching you guys for "There's No Freaking Way I'll Be Your Lover Unless" episode 2 next week. And yeah, stay tuned. Like, subscribe, share, and catch you guys soon. Doses.